What's going on? Hey, it's Jason, your amateur mid-Missouri lawn guy. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm just an average guy with a passion for lawn care. Heather takes care of the flowers, I take care of the lawn. Welcome to our Missouri yard. So today I got a lot on my schedule and I'm definitely on a time crunch. I've been way behind schedule on all my projects. They're taking longer than I expected, so that's something you need to consider when you're doing projects like this, big projects. You're probably going to need an extra day just for carryover stuff. So yesterday I did the overseeder and got some grass seed put down. Today I'm going to show you how I'm going to put down the Tenacity, the pre-immersion that you can put in with the newly planted grass seed. And then I'm also going to use some of the n-ext products for fertilization and soil optimization. So the first thing I'm going to do today is I got a new backpack sprayer and I'm going to use that to put on the application of the Tenacity. But I need to calibrate to see what I'm really doing, because with the Tenacity and the other kind of chemicals, you really need to make sure you're put down an accurate amount. Otherwise you could do damage to your lawn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure off 1,000 square feet, or roughly that. No, it's probably going to be about 500 square feet on my driveway, okay? And I'm going to just walk back and forth, just put water in the tank and walk back and forth and see how long it takes me. So I can get an average idea how long it's going to take me to do 1,000 square yards. So that way I can do the math, know how much product to put it in the tank when I'm actually doing the application. Just need to be extra safe, so let's get going. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. I have a new backpack sprayer here, and it's a 4-gallon, and I've marked off 1, 2, 3, and 4 gallons. They haven't marked on here, but with these things you can't hardly see them. So I'm going to fill it up with 1 gallon of water, and then I put the fan tip end on that one, for that's the sprayer I'm going to use for this application. And I have it marked out on the driveway. I have an idea of how much 500 square feet is. I'm just going to go over that twice. So I'm going to fill it up with 1 gallon, go over my 500 feet twice, and see how I end up doing with if I have any leftover water. See how it goes. Alright, so I put these gloves on. They're not regular gloves, they're the latex gloves, I think is what they are. It's about, well, to go consistent with the channel, it's about 44 degrees, I believe, if that's right. And figuring I'm going to be messing with water, my hands are going to get wet, and it's going to get extra cold. And I'm going to be wearing these when I mix up the Tenacity later too. So I want to see how they do as far as, they're kind of heavy duty. I want to see how they hold up just through this. Alright, so obviously you can see the mark on the driveway where the water is hit. So I'm going to test that. So here's a really rough drawing, black and white drawing of the map, a kind of layout of our yard. So as you can see here, this is the house here, barns down here. This is the area we call the backyard, between the barn and the road here. There's another road up here. This is the shady area. There's a big tree right about there, the big poplar tulip. And then the other front yard, and this is what we consider the side yard. This line here is our fenced in area, so this is all the dog area here. This is the driveway into the garage, barn. This is unused space, it's just my dumping zone for right now. And then this is the area that I seeded or put down the topsoil. I'm going to seed today, and then over here is where I put the topsoil down to level it out. I'm going to start out over here with the Tenacity. I'm going to just load up the whole backpack sprayer. Just going to figure about a gallon per 1,000 square feet at the pace I went at just a minute ago on the driveway. And here's the Tenacity, just a small bottle, but a little goes a long way with it. So what I'm going to do is do a half a teaspoon per 1,000 square feet, per gallon, I guess. So on and it comes with a little syringe here, so a teaspoon. So what I'm going to do is figure 4 gallons. So I'm going to need 2 teaspoons of the Tenacity. I'm going to fill that up. I'm going to fill up the backpack sprayer about 3/4 of the way to 3 gallons, and I'm going to add the Tenacity, and then I'm going to top it off. So as you can see, I already put about 3 gallons in here. I'm on a little bit of a hill here, so it's about right. I'm going to get the Tenacity, and the reason we fill it up most of the way first before we put the chemicals in is because we want to get it agitated and stirred up, but we don't want the water to get foamed up. If you've ever seen that before, you put your chemicals in, and then you put it in the tank, put water in the tank, it just foams up. You get a half a tank of foam and half a tank of water, and then you just can't get it mixed right. So I'm going to shake this up a little bit. And always wear personal protection. This is a pretty powerful chemical we're dealing with here. I'm going with 4 gallons of water, so I'm going to get 2 teaspoons of the Tenacity. Alright, see here, 4 gallons, 2 teaspoons. Just going to squirt that in. Close that up so I don't spill it. Okay, now we're going to fill it up the rest of the way, but we're going to do it with a real light water, because like I said, we don't want it to foam up. Alright, there we go. That's about 4 gallons. Put that on. Alright, here we go. Make sure you walk at a even pace and keep the tip right about knee height. Stay consistent with that. Got that area sprayed there. See the camera fall? That was a little scary. Well, it's actually my phone, so I was concerned that it was going to break the phone, break the screen or whatnot. Thankfully nothing happened. But I discovered I sprayed going back and forth this way and looked at how much product I had left, and there was almost 2 gallons left in the tank. So obviously I went way too fast. So I went about the same pace and just went up and down this time, back and forth, and now I'm down to about a half gallon, which is just about right because that's about 3,000 square feet. The other area on the next to the driveway, that's right around 500 square feet and have about a half gallon left. That's just about perfect math there. So I'm going to continue with the rest of the yard, and then we'll be ready to seed. All right, we're ready to seed. So I'm going to work on this area here first. It's on the side of the driveway where I leveled it off with the dirt. So I need to reiterate again expectations of when you seed in the spring. Simply, it is not recommended, okay? We have a deadline of June 30th of when we're having the garden tour come through, so we have to have I have to do it this spring. I can't wait till fall to do it. If preferably I would wait till fall and just let it go and treat the weeds and get rid of the weeds and whatnot, and then seed in the fall, but that's not going to happen. I got to seed in the spring. So we got to have certain expectations. I'm going to put the seed down, and then we're going to do everything we can to improve the soil quality and push the root growth, okay? So that way it gives the grass the best possible opportunity to grow and make it through the summer. I'm confident it'll be fine at the June 30th date. However, it's the July, August, and early September timeframe that I'm really concerned about. It may not, some of it may not survive. I mean, that's just the expectation, and I'll have to overseed again this fall. But I'm going to give it every opportunity, do everything I can to see if we can get it to grow and have a good stand of grass throughout the summer. So, that being said, I'm going to seed, and the first thing I'm going to do is I have the Scott's Edge Guard spreader. I'm going to go around the perimeter of it, frame it, if you will, and I'm going to use the edge guard so it'll only throw the grass into the dirt. It won't throw it out into the driveway, into the neighbor's yard and whatnot. So I'm not going to waste any seed that way. Then I'll make 2 passes. I'll go up and down, and then I'll go across. Get a good spread on there, okay? And then we're going to hit it with some fertilizers. We're going to hit it with the RGS, the Aerate, the Humic 12, and the Microgreen. And then we're also going to hit it with the Green Start. Okay, so I got to hit it with a lot of things. Ideally, I would have hit it with the RGS, the Aerate, the Humic, and the Microgreen about 2 weeks ago, so that would give a good head start on the soil. Just didn't happen. You know, regular guy, get busy, just don't have time sometimes. So we're gonna spend a lot of my day spraying and praying. And I'll go, once I do start spraying those, I'll go through each one of those products and tell you what they do and why I am going to be using those products. But right now, let me show you how I'm going to do the seeding of this area. So I've done the frame, now I'm just going to go up and down. Now I'm going to go back and forth. Need some more grass seed. Just a little bit more. Alright, so now we're ready to rake in the seed and just do it real lightly. We're not digging it up or anything like that. We're just getting it so it's into the soil a little bit. Make sure we get good seed to soil contact. Now you could use a traditional wire rake like this, and this is what I've used in the past, but this year I'm going to try something different. I have what's called a thatch rake. Now it has two different ends, and this end, it has a flat edge, and this one is kind of curved here. I don't know if you can see the difference there, the flat here and the curved here. Now the flat part, that's for your thatch, to dig that up and digging up soil and that kind of thing. What this part is, the curved, is a soil cultivator. So that's the end I'm going to use. I'm just going to lightly rake it in. It's supposed to be working really well for that. I watched a video from Ryan Knorr, and that's what he used on his renovation. So I'm going to try it and see how it works out. I'll let you know. most of the seed just under the surface. Some of it's still sitting on top, that'd be fine. Discovered it's not quite as level as I thought it was. Got a few high spots yet. And if I had a little extra seed, I'd yank that clump up and put some seed down. I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to rake some dirt around in that area because I'm not sure I like that anyway. Hope we get some seed in there. All right. On to the other areas. All right, we are ready to spray. Get some liquid fertilizers down. So this is the biostimulant pack from Greene County Fertilizers. It's called their n-ext line. We have the Aerate, the RGS, the Humic 12, and the Microgreen. All right, so the Aerate, basically what that is, it's a liquid aeration product, okay? And it's designed to break up and loosen topsoil and encourage deeper roots to drive more oxygen into the topsoil. So then the next key thing is we'll put the Aerate and the RGS together. And the RGS is a soil and plant stimulant. It functions as a biological magnifier. It's designed to increase the rooting and decrease stress pressure, which is caused by heat and drought. And that's why it's key for me to get all this down this spring so everything will be ready for the summer heat. And I'll continue to do the RGS throughout the spring and summer. And then we have the Humic 12, which is basically, it's a humic acid. And what the humic acid does is they help the growth. I'm not sure the exact way to put this. Okay, so if I understand it correctly, the humic acid is what helps the roots absorb the micronutrients and the nutrients. And it's just an overall benefit to the soil. You're feeding the soil. And instead of the grass, you're feeding the soil. And the Humic 12 is a key part of that. So we're going to make sure we get that down. And then the Microgreen is like a starter fertilizer. It's a micronutrient product to help with the micronutrient deficiencies. And it's to help feed the soil also, get all that in there. It will help stimulate the roots and soil activity necessary to significantly deepen the topsoil layer, which is going to help with the stress of the plants. And have so increasing the topsoil layer will have an impact on the plant health, the soil fertility, and actually the ability to hold water, the water holding capacity. So it's important to have that in there too. And all these products here are going to help my grass grow and continue to survive through the hot summer months. So we're going to get it going, we're going to get it boosted up, and we're going to hit it out. We're going to do the Aerate and the RGS together, and I think I'm going to put that in my backpack sprayer, and then do the Humic 12 in my, I think I'm going to do that with the hose end sprayer, and then the Microgreen will be with the hose end sprayer. The Aerate I'm going to do at a rate of 6 ounces per 1,000 square feet, and the RGS will be at a rate, the Aerate will be at 9 ounces per 1,000 square feet, and the RGS will be at 6 ounces per 1,000 square feet. And then when I do the Humic 12, I will do 6 ounces per 1,000 of the Humic 12, and then on the Microgreen will also be 6 ounces per 1,000. So, time to get to work. Dirty, dusty job. Peat moss comes in a big bale like that. just take a handful and spread it out. Nice little coating on there. I have no idea if I'm doing this right.
Who are you talking to?
Camera. Thought I'd show this to you, just for some people that may not know what peat moss is. There's my mask. But it's just, I'm not even sure what it is, to be honest with you, but it's a real light material. And then we just spread it out. That's it. This is a dirty job. Look at my feet. They're coated. My arms are getting pretty dirty. But I'm almost done. Just got that little section there left. Hopefully the rain will hold off for just a little bit longer. Alright, so I'm almost done here, so I think I'm going to wrap up this video. Another long day. Gonna sleep well again tonight. Ibuprofen's in my future. So I wish I could have shown you some video of applying the n-ext products that I put down, but I was just trying to figure it out myself, and my plan was once I figured it out and was doing it well, then I would show you how to do it, but I never really got it done well. And I think I have a problem with my Ortho hose end sprayer, just because there was times it would spray and you would see product coming out, then there was times it was just nothing but clear water, and I don't know, I think I was doing something wrong. So maybe next time. I plan on applying the products many times over the spring and summer, so next time I'll show you, hopefully next time I can show you some of that. Alright, that's it. I'm going to get a sprinkler going, maybe. Depends if it starts raining or not. If not, definitely got to get a sprinkler going on the seed, and just going to be doing some light watering. I can go over that in another video. I'm just too darn tired to do it right now, to be honest with you. So, thanks a lot for watching. Feel free to leave any comments below, any questions, any suggestions of what I could have done differently. We appreciate you. So be sure to like the video, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, hit the bell notification so you're notified of anytime we get new videos. And as always, thank you for visiting our Missouri yard. Good night.